Hello everyone. Today we are going to start the second chapter of the geography, which name is Physical Features of the India. This is the first lecture. I have divided this particular lesson in the three individual lectures. So let's begin. What is the physical features means? First, if I would ask you, what you will answer? You will answer what? Physical features means mountains, plains, and the deserts, plateau, islands. These are known as basically the physical features which this type of structures found on the surface of Earth, known as the physical features. And the map, which show all kinds of the physical features, is known as the physical map. There are the three types of map. First one is known as political map. The political map show the political boundary of any country. Second one is the physical map, which show the physical items, physical features of any location, any place. And third one is known as thematic map. Thematic maps show one particular theme like climate, temperature, rainfall, natural vegetation, etc., etc. So here is the physical features of the India. India is basically India in whole world. India is only one country which have all kind of the physical features, so that's why India is basically divided into the six physical divisions. North, this is the south direction, east direction, and here is the west direction. You are familiar with the directions? You can see in the map, here is the brown color. In the northern part of the India, northern part of our country here, arc type of structure found, rocky structure found. This is known as the northern mountains. It has the two parts, trans Himalayan range and the Himalayan range. This is the first one. Second one, in the west part of India we can see the desert. This is known as the western desert. Then south to the this northern mountains, we can see the greenery portion. These are the known as basically northern plains. These plains are formed by the basically three rivers: Ganga, Brahmaputra, and Satluj river. We will learn all about in the upcoming lectures. Then moving to the south, in the south we have a peninsular region. This is known as the southern plateau. Then in the west side and the east side of this peninsula are the plateau. Some plains found here, and these are located on the coastal areas. That's why they are known as the coastal plains. And coastal plain is the eastern coastal plains and the western coastal plains. This 3, 4, and these are the fifth and sixth one are the islands. We have the two islands. One is the Andaman Nicobar in the Arabian Sea, in the Bay of Bengal, and Lakshadweep in a Arabian Sea. You can see these are the total 6 physical divisions of the India. So can you guess, these physical divisions can't be formed in the one day. They took the millions of years, millions or billions of years to form all these structures, all these physical features. I have discussed this. India is the India in whole world. India is the only country where the all type of the physical features found. Second point is saying that the color of the soil depends on the color of the soil. Moving from one place to another place in India, the color of soil changes from one place to another place. This is because of the types of rocks found in that particular area. Like if you are in this area, is the Maharashtra and the Karnataka region, you will see the soil color here will be the black. But if you are in this plain area like UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, the here alluvial soil found. Then if you are in the Tamil Nadu region, in the southern portion, the color of soil will be red. So basically this is depend on the rocks found in those areas. There are the three types of rocks. First one is known as the igneous rocks, the second one is the metamorphic rock, third one is known as the sedimentary rocks. These all physical features are formed in the different geographical periods. I will discuss later what are the geographical, and the some other structure are formed by the weathering, erosion, and the deposition, like the Gangetic Plain. If you take the example, this Gangetic Plain is basically formed by the deposition of the uh, small rocks, bring by the rivers which originated from Himalayan range, and other, like if we take the example of the southern peninsula. The southern peninsula were basically form of the Gondwana land. In Scientists say that the total worth were divided into two sections only. First one have the loaned. First, here was a land, and here was a land known as Pangaea. Pangaea. Millions of years ago, there were no any type of the continents on the earth surface. It was only one land known as the Pangaea, and outside this land there was only water known as the Panthalsa. Over the time, what happens, there were, due to the gravitational force and the some external and the internal forces, this land mass divided into the two parts, means Pangaea divided into two parts. Upper half goes toward the north south, and southern half comes towards the southern side. The northern portion was known as Angara land. Ang- Angara land, and southern portion of this land was known as the Gondwana land. Gond Gond Gondwana land. Okay, means one bigger landmass divided into the two portions. First one is known as the Angara land, which goes towards the northern portion, and second one is known as the Gondwana land in the southern portion. Angara land in the northern portion and Gondwana land in the southern portion. And this southern portion means Gondwana land again divided into the three continents. Which one? First one you can see the South America continent, then Africa continent formed by this, then Antarctica as well, and as well as Australia continent was formed by this half of the what? Land known as the Gondwana land. And our southern portion of India was part of the Gondwana land. Understood? And the other half portion is the part of Angara land. Understood? So, over the period when the scientists don't have the evidence to prove their theories, and scientist comes up and he present his thoughts and the theories known as plate tectonic theory. Plate tectonic theory, it is approved by the so many scientists. So, as we know today, in 1912, there were the two scientists, Harry Hess and the Alfred Wegener. They told the world that the total Earth surface, the first uppermost layer is known as crust. Uppermost layer is known as what? Crust. Means crust is basically divided into the plates. It is divided into the plates, the bigger plates and the small plates. Bigger plates are the total 7, and small plates are so many, around 14, I guess. Yes, 14. So these 7 plates, what do they are moving? These crust plates are moving on the second layer of the earth. There are total 3 layers of the earth, I would say. First one is known as uppermost is known as crust. It is completely solid. Second one is known as mantle. Yeah, mantle. This is the molten. This is in the molten state, and third one is known as the core. So the crust plates are moving on the this second layer, and they are moving and doing the three types of movement. First one known in the convergent means if the two plates are coming towards each other, this type of movement known as the convergent. Divergent, if both plates are going far towards each other. And third one, if the two plates are moving but don't have any type of the contact, These are the known as the transform boundaries. So basically what happened, they say, scientists say that the southern portion of India formed by the, it is the form of, it is, it is formed by the Gondwana land, and yeah, and all these structures which have been formed in India, like we can take the example of, we can take the example of the Arauli. Here is the mountain Arauli range, which is spread from the Delhi to the Gujarat. World oldest mountain ever, this is. And the mountain Himalaya, which is found here, this is the newly, this mountain, these mountains are young still, but these mountains are old, million or the billions years ago they have been formed. But the mountains of the Himalaya are still young and they are in the process of beginning. Understood? I have discussed this. I have already discussed all this. And the physical divisions I have discussed as earlier, the Himalayan mountains, northern plains, peninsular plateau, Indian desert, and the coastal plains, and other next sixth one, what is? Sixth one is the islands. They are the six divisions. And here is the geographical. What is the geographical times? If I say 1 hour, what you will answer? 1 hour means 60 minutes. 1 minute means 60 seconds, and 1 second means a quick time. So, uh, so what happened? And if I ask what is the 1 year means, you will say 365 days. 1 decade means 10 years. So they are the subsets of the time durations. They are the subsets of the time duration. Same way, time of time of 10 million, time of 10 million year is known as the epoch. Known as epoch. And if we make a set of the epoch, it will call the period. If we and again make the set of the period, it is known as the era. And if we make the set of the era, it is known as the eon. So the time was when the earth forms, before the 13.5 billion years ago earth was formed. From that time, these times all have been passed, and we are living today in this epoch. What is name is? This name is the Holocene. We are living in the Holocene, Pleistocene, Pliocene, Miocene, Oligocene, Eocene, Paleocene. And this is the we are living in the epoch Holocene. And what is the period? Quaternary. And in which era? Cenozoic. Do you know about the do you know about dinosaurs? They were living in the Jurassic period. And these are the geographical area in which the different type of the physical features in India form in the different type of the times. Okay, just take a look here. This is not necessary for now. About the plate tectonic theory, we will learn more in the class 11th geography. The first chapter is about that already. Okay, and here is the plate tectonic theory. What that say? There are the 7 plates. You can see the first one is Northern American plate. See the length of this plate. Second one plate is, see the boundary of this plate. Here is South American plate, African plate, Eurasian plate, Indian plate, Australian plate, Antarctican plate. You can see the symbols here. This one have the first one is the convergent plate, then the divergent plates. So basically these plates, you can see here, this is the Eurasian plate, this is the Indian plate. Means Eurasian plate and Indian plate have been, they have the they have the they have convergent boundary. They have the convergent boundary means uh, Eurasian plate and the Indian plate have the convergent boundary, and the Indian plate is subduct and subduct under the Eurasian plate, and the rocky structure form here known as the Himalayan mountain. I will discuss it later. It is not necessary for now. Okay, just memorize the Oh yeah, one thing I would tell you, on the boundary, these boundaries only, where can earthquake comes? Whenever these plates, whenever suppose two plates are coming to each towards each other, when if they will tackle to each other slowly, that time earthquake take place on the earth surface. And if both plates are coming in the so fast and they tackled each other, that time the both plate will be broke down and the volcanism take place. So basically, on the above the earth, the earthquake, tsunami, and volcanism happens only due to the movement of these plates. Okay. Again, you can see another picture here. This is the South African plate, divergent plane. In the divergent plate boundary, you can see here. These are the divergent plate boundary. Color code for transform plate boundary and the convergent plate boundary. You can see here. Here is our plate, Indo-Australian plate, which is subject between the Eurasian plate and the Indo-Australian plate have both divergent boundary, and they have tackled each other, and the Himalayan mountain is formed. Okay, here are the again two maps. The first one I have discussed. You can see here. These are the mountains, the Himalayan range and the Trans Himalaya. Here is the Western Desert, and here is the this total area is known as the Southern Peninsula. It is again divided into two portions. First one is known as Central Highlands. Central Highlands again divided into three plateaus. First one is known as the Baghelkhand, second one is known as Bundelkhand, and third one is known as Chota Nagpur Plateau. Understood? Chota Nagpur Plateau, Bahelkhand. There are the three parts of the Central Highlands, and the Deccan Plateau is divided. Nothing. It is only the Deccan Plateau name. And here are the, you can see this is the eastern again coastal plain. Here is the mountain found the Eastern Ghats. In the western portion, mountain found here known as the Western Ghats, and a mountain which divide the India into the two equal halves is known as the Northern Mountain. Here is the mountain known as the Vindhyan Mountain. Vindhyan Mountain. This mountain divide the India into two parts, Northern India and the Southern India. Okay. I'm going to end the video here. I think it's so big. See you in next video. Bye bye.